She is an angel who fell to earth with unparalleled beauty. In the room, the angel tried to express something, but all that came out of her mouth was a dolphin-like sound. Just last night, a blinding light caused her to hit a satellite. She plummeted toward Earth and then fell into a swimming pool, and Jack's house was instantly destroyed. He opened the door and went to check it out, found a woman floating in the pool, and there was a holy glow emanating from her body. He carefully went into the water and turned over the woman's body. A stunning face appeared in front of his eyes. At this moment, Jack was stunned. Jack carried the girl home, gently patted her cheek, trying to wake her up, but the girl did not respond. After making sure there was still a heartbeat, Jack gave her artificial respiration. No surprises, this beautiful angel soon woke up, and her angelic face and simple clear eyes also instantly let Jack look dazzled. But what Jack didn't expect was, the angel woke up and asked for a kiss. Jack quickly retreated. He said he already had a fiancée, but in the face of the angel's temptation, and what man can resist, he tried to convince himself this must be his drunken dream. So Jack accepted the angel's kissing lesson. The next second, he fell asleep. The next day, Jack woke up from his daze, ready to clean up the house. But when he looked up, he saw the girl from last night's dream.
Oh my God, you're real.
At that moment, Jack was sure that last night was not a dream at all. But just then, Jack's three bad friends came to the door. So Jack told her to find a place to hide, but Jack's acting skills to cover up. Jack's cover-up act instantly intrigued the three losers. Soon they found the angel hiding under the covers. The angel under the covers, and her angelic face. The friends were instantly dazzled.
Who is she? I guess that's an angel.
Then a few of his friends tried to make a fortune with the angel, but Jack refused to do so, and angrily scolded them for not allowing anyone to hurt her. When we got home, Jack helped her fix her injured wing. Maybe the angel felt good about breathing. The angel wanted to ask for it again, but with a fiancé. He again chose to refuse. But just then, the fiancé suddenly appeared at the door, and saw the angel in the room. And at this moment, no more explanations are useless. Finally, his fiancée stepped on the gas and chose to leave him. She was an angel of the Holy Land, but she accidentally hit a satellite. She crashed directly into Jack's pool. To repay the favor of saving her life, the angel repeatedly offered her life, but Jack chose to refuse again and again. To help the angel return home, Jack took her to the church, because this is the closest place to God. But when Jack told the priest what he was going through, the priest took him for a psychopath. He closed the confession door. Then Jack took her to a bookstore. He looked up books about angels, but when the angel saw the pictures in the books, immediately became emotional. The wings on her back were out of control for a while, feel ready to fly at any time, and Jack saw the situation, also hurriedly carried the angel to rush away. In order to calm the angel, Jack bought her fries and burgers, but for the food, the angel showed some confusion. Jack had no choice but to personally demonstrate, but looking at the angel in front of him, Jack instantly fell in love. Fear of control, he immediately chose to get out of the car, let himself sober up. He also made a phone call to his fiancée to explain, and the angel, after a taste of fries, immediately fell in love with this delicious. But just then, Jack's three friends also found this place and bought fries, like cheating children, to quote the angel. But just as they were about to get their way, Jack rushed back and gave them a good scolding. After returning home, a vicious dog suddenly came running towards them, but when the dog saw the angel's eyes, he became docile and obedient, even began to pander and turn in circles. But just at that moment, the future father-in-law also found Jack, wanted to take revenge for his daughter, but when she saw the angel's face, immediately changed his attitude like a dog.
I just think we make a wonderful couple, and I'll just take care of everything, okay?
The next day, the father-in-law came to his senses. He was so confused that he wanted an angel to endorse his company's ad. But when the shareholder asked who the girl was, daughter's fiancé is mistress. And on the other hand, Jack's bad friend is also playing with the idea of an angel. He tricked Jack and his fiancé, gathered them in a long pavilion in the park. Not surprisingly, when the fiancé saw the two together, directly chose to leave in anger. The three losers also took the opportunity to kidnap the angel with a fishing net. When Jack heard the commotion, quickly chased over, but two legs are fast. But how can two legs be faster than a car with four wheels? The next day, The losers brought a large number of reporters, preparing to publish the story of the angel, and the angel was tied to the chair. But just as they were about to go public, Jack finally found the place. In order to get the angel back, Jack beat up his own bad friend, and the angel, to protect Jack, also follow his example. A punch will be knocked out of his friend dozens of meters, and Jack, also in the many flashing lights, held the angel and chose to leave. And this drama also soon on the TV news. When Jack's fiancée saw it, found she was an angel who had fallen to earth, but she was accidentally exposed by a reporter. To escape from the hunt, Jack took her to the forest, but in accident, Jack saw the angel was bathing. Faced with the temptation of the angel, Jack again peeled the grass, but he did not show evil thoughts, just simply to admire. For the next 2 days, Jack took good care of the angel's injured wing. Every day he brought her favorite French fries, and the angel is also very naughty and mischievous, often teasing Jack with feathers. And so it was. The two of them spent a few days in the forest, and her injured wing had healed. Finally she waved her wings and flew towards the sky. But just as the angel was flying in the air, she suddenly sensed the call of heaven, so she did not hesitate to choose to refuse, and deliberately wrapped the bandage right back. But the attentive Jack soon found that the angel's wings had healed, and both knew that such a day would not last, even though there are a lot of reluctance. But the two are not destined to be together. It was like they were saying their final goodbyes this night. No music, there was no beat. They were holding each other by the campfire, strolling and dancing. But the good moments are always too short. Late in the night, Jack's fiancée, surprised to find the place with a shotgun, and when the angel heard the commotion, immediately used the spell and chose to disappear. When the fiancée found Jack, directly a slap on the face of Jack, just when she wanted to continue hitting. Surprisingly, he flew out directly. The fiancée tried to find the gun, but the ass was kicked again. Just at that moment, Jack's father-in-law arrived. As soon as he met him, he asked where the angel had gone, and that's when Jack's father and 3 of his friends arrived.
What happened to my son?
Hey!
Don't start something that you can't finish.
Then they started to pull and argue with each other. Jack suddenly fainted and fell to the ground. Just then, lightning flashed in the sky. After a rainbow appeared, the angel appeared in front of everyone in anger. She reached out and waved her hand. It rained heavily on the 2 women's heads. After driving the 2 away, the angel looked at Jack, who was lying on the ground, with begging eyes and body movements, signaling for them to save Jack. And the angel slowly got up, finally disappeared into the weather as a golden light. In the hospital, Jack was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. In the ward, the angel came to Jack's bedside, tenderly stroked her cheek. After saying her last goodbye, Jack said what he had always wanted to say. And after Jack said that, and he stopped breathing, and the angel saw this, immediately took Jack into his arms, while shedding tears and praying to heaven. Early the next morning, a nurse came into the room, and the moment she turned around, Jack's friends are stunned. The movie is almost over at this point. The angel's prayer made a miracle happen in Jack's life, and she gave up her identity as an angel. From then on, the 2 of them live a shameless life. It is hard to believe that this is a movie released in 1987. The special effects of the movie are very beautiful. In those days, such special effects were already very impressive, and the biggest highlight of this film, not surprisingly, it is the face of the angel, the clear eyes and simple expression, and the unearthly and untarnished temperament. I think the real angel is just like this. Although there are many viewers who feel sorry for the fiancé, but between people, there are inevitably misunderstandings. Sometimes what you see with your own eyes may not be true. Don't be overwhelmed by anger. In many cases, it's better to talk things out. Give the other person a chance to explain. Maybe there will be a different ending. Well, that's it for this issue of the movie. If you like it, like and follow. We will see you next time.